They came from the depths of the void, an ancient enemy of an ancient people. No one knows why they hate us so, or why they have made war upon us. Some say the struggle against their evil is the mandate of heaven. Though their origins and purpose are shrouded in mystery, their plan is simple. They travel, they land, and then they conquer. Now, they are here on our world to do to us what they have done to so many others. And they will do it, unless someone stops them.
Come with me. You have much to learn before you can deal with the likes of those monsters. Since the arrival of the devils, foul creatures and evil spirits have appeared throughout the land. These signs and omens can have but one meaning, that your destiny is part of the mandate of heaven.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to RetroGOAT. I'm your host Wizard, and today we are taking a look at Might and Magic 6, the Mandate of Heaven. Part of the Might and Magic series, not to be confused with the Heroes of Might and Magic series. This is a traditional Western RPG, first-person mode with a party, and several features that you will recognize if you are an avid RPG player, with basic attributes, spell points, hit points, experience, levels, yada yada, you know the drill. I put together a party of 4, which is the basic set. If you want to play with less than 4 characters, you can get one of them killed, or more of them killed, which will mean that that's single, or well, the surviving persons will get all the experience, of course, from the fighting and questing and so on. So, as I said, this game is related to its cousin Heroes of Might and Magic, which was a spin-off series of the original Might and Magic games. Woo! Here we have some combat. And this broke away from the concept of the other Might and Magic games, the precursors to this one, by engaging in real-time combat instead of turn-based combat. And oh my god, oh dear, this is good. Let's throw some magic on them. Whoa! Trying to not get killed there while still commentating. You can of course switch to turn-based mode, but that means you can't run around. And as you can see, the graphics are pre-rendered 3D landscapes with 2D sprites on them. And this looked pretty good back in the day. It was released back in 1998, developed by New World Computing and published by 3DO. The same guys that actually also made the original Heroes of Might and Magic games. And if you're familiar with the Heroes of Might and Magic games, you are probably happy to know that this game is the first one in the Might and Magic series that connects the storylines between the games. This is set in the world of Enroth, which is also featured in several of the Heroes of Might and Magic games, most notably Heroes of Might and Magic 2. Well, if you're not familiar with these styles of RPGs, you might get a little bit confused. I'll try and explain some of the features and how it works when I get out of this combat. There we go. Right, so how does this work? Well, as you can see, I have 4 characters. All these 4 characters have different classes, different stats, different equipment, and so on. Let's drop into the character screens here. Oh, right, let's just finish this guy off. There we go, Mr. Goblin, go down. Hopefully we're safe now, and I can drop into Ship Cordon Knight. As you can see, I've made the GOAT team here, with the Romer the Archer, Messi the Cleric, and Wizard the Sorcerer, which is rather strange. We have a system of stats, which are the... well, they're the... try again. These stats decide how hard you hit, how quickly you attack, how much magic stuff you can handle, how much charisma you have, like yada yada, all these things. They build onto each other, allowing you to use different equipment to different effect. And these classes are bound to different skills. As you can see here for the knight, I have sword, bow, shield and leather, and no other skills. And they are leveled individually by using skill points. So right now I only have 1 skill point, so I can't actually increase any of these. And beyond this, you also have, of course, hit points, which decides how much damage you can take, spell points, which means, well, it's if you want to cast spells, you spend spell points. And there we have a crap load of potions. If we go to Wizard the Sorcerer instead, we see different skills. Identify item, meditation, fire magic, dagger, and so on. And different stats. Now, I have actually played for a couple of hours, so these stats aren't horrible. As you can see as well, we have the inventory screen. And here we have the character with the equipment that he has equipped. Much like several other games, you get to see these extended portraits of the character to tell you what the character is currently using. I have a number of different things I want to use in the future, but I don't have the skills to correspond with those. Like, for example, here I have plate armor. However, Ship Cordon Knight only has leather skill, so I will have to find a trainer to actually learn how to use plate armor. And these things build onto each other to create a system where dice are rolled during combat. So, like if I fire an arrow, I mean, like that, I will first and foremost have to hit my enemy, like real physically in the game. Like I have to hit the body of the enemy. And when I hit, it will calculate how much armor class and how much attack skill and so on that is in conflict with each other, and the accuracy of a character. So if we go in here, we'll see armor class 34, and we also have attack there, shoot, and there are calculations in the background which then decides if I actually hit that monster or character for real, and how much damage I've done from that. Like for this crossbow I have 4d2, so I roll 4 dice of 2 sides, which means that I can have a maximum of, let's see, 8 damage, and a minimum of 4 damage on my ranged attack. Yep, as you can see there, I calculated it correctly. Instead on this longsword I have 3d3, which is with attack bonuses and might and so on. I perform a little bit better with that weapon and get 11 to 17 damage. And all these guys attack individually, although we move together as a group. And you actually never get to see the whole group more than this. You can't zoom out or anything. I mean, this game is pretty old by now. Let's rent a room and heal up. So I went into an inn and rented a room, and nice, we got some nice weather here. Lovely graphics in this game. Back in the day it was pretty impressive. I mean, free roaming instead of being forced into a grid, and real-time battle instead of using a turn-based system. That was quite something back in the day. So I know for a fact that there will be combat up ahead, so let me just save here. Oh, ignore my poor grammar skills in naming my save files, please. Okay, so up ahead we have some enemies. While I fight these guys, ow, and hopefully don't die. Whoop. There we go. Let me go ahead and talk a little bit about the story in this game. So, this game has quite an extensive storyline with hundreds upon hundreds of different quests. Of course, you have a main storyline which you can follow as much as you like, and then side quests in the almost, I was going to say millions, but probably hundreds of side quests. And if you want to complete this game like for 100% completion rate or whatever you like, if you're a completionist, you will probably have to pour about 100 plus hours of gameplay into this. I'm not kidding. And the world is a number of different zones where you can free roam and go into dungeons and visit different buildings. Oh, fight, of course, a number of different enemies. I don't know how many enemies there are, but there's a huge number of different enemies, different loot, as you might expect from one of these types of games. Oh. God, where am I getting hit from? Ow. So I can actually look upwards. Try to locate that enemy, but it seems like he is probably around this ridge somewhere. Hello? Yep. So... you can see when your characters are ready to do something, they have a little icon down there that lights up in yellow. Right now we have all of them. Oh, there we go. They're green actually when we're not in combat, I guess. And oh there, more enemies. I just love these goblins. The sound effects that they have are hilarious. Die. And as you can see, by tapping A for attack, I use that character's primary attack. So if we're ranged, we'll be firing ranged weapons, and if we're in close combat, they will hit with their melee ranged weapons. Whew. And you never really get to see the dive rolls, but I don't really care about that. So for each enemy you kill and quest you complete, you get experience points. And my guys get individual experience. So you can level up once you reach a certain roof. I think, there you see, I need 1386 more experience to train to level 3. I'm currently level 2. And when you level up by going to a trainer, you will get more skill points, which you can put out in these different skills. And also, once you reach, for the first new step, I guess, in the training of this skill, if you get to level 4 in, let's for example take sword, you can train to expert level, which, as you can see here, skill reduces recovery time, which is then added to the normal skill that added to attack bonus thing. Which makes the different skills very unique in their different aspects. And you will want to travel around the whole world to find the expert and master trainers in all these different skills. And I believe there's also a grandmaster level, which can't be seen here. But when you get up towards those steps of the skill ladder, you will be able to see it. You can also interact with NPCs throughout the world who are out wandering or inside houses. As you can see here, you could ask this Earl the Squire. Pleased to meet you, Shipcore. You can talk to him about, like, Duelist Edge here. Duelist Edge is in the mist, teaches mace, bow, chain. So this is some sort of guild that he's telling us about. That's called Duelist Edge, which is in Mist, which is a village or a city of some sort, which you can travel to. You can also talk to him about shields. Simplest piece of a knight's equipment, the shield provides excellent defense for low hindrance and weight. No warrior should be without a good shield in a fight. Right. And you can also click join. All warriors need a squire to take care of their weapon and armor and back them up in battle. I'll be your squire for 600 gold to start and 6% of the gold we find. More information. Armor and weapon skills are increased by 2 points for each character. Earl takes 6% of all gold you find. Well, that's not too shabby. I don't think I'll actually hire him. So you see, he's joined our party and will give us bonuses. And he takes 6% of all gold I find. So instead of, let's see, increase our 2 points for each character. Let's see, attack is increased to 12, shoot is increased to 12, and so on for the other characters, which is pretty good. So here we have a house, and here Dwarf the teacher is. Expert staff defense is what he teaches out, and you can also talk to him about the best staff teacher in the land, teachers, so different. So all NPCs have different stuff that you can talk to them about, and you only have a basic set of a voice, voice work in this game. So if I... can I get him to talk? I don't know. I can get him to shout. Yeah! Yeah! That's how Shipcore sounds. Yeah! And Robert. Oh, do they all? Yeah, they all have the same. I know, this... Look at that facial expression! Oh god. And Messi looks like he's taking a dump when I do this. Oh, that is hilarious. Oh, sorry for getting off the point there, but that's just, that's hilarious. So I'm just gonna try and pick off these enemies here. And as you can see, they're firing projectiles at me. These are fire darts of some description. Ow. And the attacks will hit either the character that you have currently selected, which is thought of as the character that is currently standing in front of the whole party, or one random character in your party. Ow. Fire some magic stuff at them. Ow. So this is what you might expect from a classic Western RPG, actually. And if you like these sorts of games, you will love this one, I think. It was criticized for one thing back in the day, even though it received quite stellar grades in the reviews it got, like 9 and 90% and so on. It got criticized for not being much of an RPG in the sake of being able to choose different ways to solve quests and have options. Instead, you just go around and do quests, and you can't choose like a good or a bad ending and so on. You just go the good path, and I don't really mind that much. There are other games where you can do a lot of choices, like the classic Black Isle games. So if you're looking for that sort of experience, maybe you should stay away from this one. But if you're looking for a game where you can play around with loads of different characters and combinations of skills and different things for battle, this is a good game for you. Right now, my 4 classes of choice are Knight, Archer, Cleric and Sorcerer, but there are also other classes. Let's see what I can remember. There are Druids and Paladins and something else I can't remember, but there are a number of different classes, not that many, and you can only play as humans, which is special for this game, seeing as you could choose other races in the other Might and Magic games. And with Might and Magic 7, that racial system returned. But I mean, if you enjoy the Heroes of Might and Magic games and you wanna like know more about the story behind everything and so on, this is also a very fun experience. And it runs perfectly fine on my Windows 7 system here. I'm using the GOG.com version, which comes with the Might and Magic 6-pack limited edition, and also includes a number of extra stuff like map and extra portraits and so on, and also the manual in a PDF format, which can be really useful if you haven't played this before. So there, we've cleared out this little area, and I think I will rest before I try to open any of these boxes here, because some of them might have traps, and I don't want my guys to die quite yet. Oh crap! Oh, I was ambushed. Not a good spot to take a rest, I guess. And as you can see, only 2 of my characters are actually oh, awake. Although I guess I'm kind of dragging the sleeping guy around. Ah, that was close. I almost died there. Oh God. Let's save before we try that again, and let's also kill this bloody enemy over here. Here we go. Heal, rest and heal. And as you notice there as well, there is a date and time system included in this game. So right now it's actually 8:80 p.m. dusk, day 20, a Saturday, month 1st of January. The first month, January, and the moon and so on. And these actually serve a purpose within the game. Some shops are open only on certain times, and as well as some guilds, and some events can only be triggered at certain times during the year. Come on, die. Haha, there are more enemies on the other shore there. Alright, let's see if I can... Yep, he disarmed the little trap there. Aha! Leather boots! Well, that's interesting. Let's grab that blue potion as well. As you can see, I also select Robert Archer here because he has the disarm trap skill, even though I haven't leveled it up. So he is proficient in at least disabling basic traps. And then I select Wizard the Sorcerer to try and identify stuff that is not identified. As you can see, this is not identified. Try again. By the green color you could see there, that means it's not identified. So we have a wicked maze. Oh, maybe I should, yeah, I should drop that, grab the scroll for him as well as that. I don't need the herbs.
I don't know.
Oh, and I found a staff. Oh, I must have picked it up from one of the mages. Yeah, nothing interesting. Well, wicked maze. I think this guy has the maze skill. That is correct. So let's remove the mace of 2d4 damage and have 2d4 plus 2 damage on him. And we can actually just drop that one. It's not worth much money.
Got it.
Other features of this game, you have a mini-map and a larger map. I think we can, yeah, you can zoom in and out on that. And I think somewhere around here should be a world map, but can't seem to locate that quite yet. You also have a notebook for different things that you should remember, which is very useful because it can get really really intense trying to keep everything in order in this game. And I actually suggest that when you play this game you also have a notebook by hand to write stuff down in. Current quests. I have a number of different quests here, and these get jumbled up together in the order that you get them. Let's see, I think... Falgar the Gate Master. Huh. So, let me try and get us into a dungeon so I can show you a little bit of the difference between being outside and inside. It's night is falling as well, so let's hurry this up a bit. Alright, so here we have a dungeon. Let's head inside. An abandoned temple. Ooh. So we get into another instance here, and ow, god, ow, holy crap. These guys are ripping my sorcerer and my cleric apart. Doing my best to clear them out. Whew. However, my knight and my archer seem to take that beating with dignity. Let's just loot these guys and okay, catch some gold. And there's some plate armor. Lovely. I should be able to identify that if I... Oh, God. Right, so I'll just use that. Aha, there we go. And you can hear enemies from a distance. Intellect? You don't need intellect. You need endurance, yeah. Endurance, sweet. So, seeing as he got turned unconscious there, I will have to... Ow. God damn it, vampire bats! Stay out of my way! I will have to go out and rest. And of course I get... Ah, damn. I get attacked by goblins as soon as I go out. Yay. Piece of crap. So this is not an easy game by any stretch of the imagination, you see. I have played this for a number of hours now, and I still suck. I really do, and I'm not good at these kinds of games anyway.
Enjoy your stay.
And it's pretty slow paced to get started with, but when you start becoming powerful in this game, it's really funny to just like fly around, which you can do, by the way, use really crazy spells, have a practically unkillable, undefeatable knight, and so on. Empty barrel. Yes, I emptied those. And it's pretty entertaining to try and get new loots as well. So, do I want to go into one of those rooms? I don't think so. Not right now. Let's head down here. Let's turn on torchlight as well, so I get a little bit more light around me. I have a quest here. If we check the... Alright, not while we're getting attacked, but... Oh god, come on. Eat crap. That bastards. Ah. I also enjoyed that the music changed because I was getting nuts at the music outside there. Come on. Come on. Die, die, die. Ah. Why? So my cleric is getting his ass kicked again. Of course. Giant bat. And there my sorcerer as well went unconscious. Bloody hell. I have this quest for Abandoned Temple and kill the Queen of Spiders in the Abandoned Temple, rescue Angelo from the Abandoned Temple. So I actually have 3 quests here. To clear out this dungeon, defeat some special enemies, find a special object, and then return to the respective quest givers. Which isn't easy.
Let's get out of here.
I'm gonna try and finish this dungeon and then wrap this video up with a little visit to Castle Iron Fist, the capital of Enroth. So alright, so I have almost cleared out this cave. Now I only need to find the Spider Queen and defeat her to complete my quests. I didn't try again. I didn't catch saving the little child that was lost in these caves on camera, but wasn't particularly interesting for filming. It's basically as a set event that a pop-up will come with a conversation with her and you will pick her up down here if you reach the correct area. Let's just keep fighting our way through these bloody creeps, huge spiders, bats, some basic enemies. Nothing particularly interesting, although these spiders are quite a hassle, as well as the giant bats and the vampiric bats, the vampire bats. Go down. And they don't drop anything particularly interesting either. Not even gold. So he was poisoned. Do I have anything to cure that poison with? I could go into notes. Protection, resistance, cure wounds. Cure poison, purple. Blue plus red. Blue and red. There we go. And drink. Cured. So that's how the alchemy system works. You mix potions by adding ingredients to bottles, and then you add the bottles to each other. And hopefully they don't blow up into your face. Okay, what's this? What? Okay, so I was teleported up. Let's check our map. Alright, that's probably to be able to get out of there quite quickly. Right, so let's head back down there. And as you can see, we have some pretty nice graphics actually. It's nothing fancy, especially not in these days, but we have some light effects as well as decent texture quality. Even though, as you can see, all these objects here are 2D sprites instead of actual 3D. And if you want a comparison with other games from this time, you can look at the Elder Scrolls Daggerfall, I guess. It's the second installment of that series. I think that was out during the time, as well as one of the Ultimate games. Although I don't think those weren't first person, were they? Nah. Clear this area out. Bloody whoa, snap. Let's get up here again. And you're not very maneuverable in this game in combat, seeing as, sure, you can strafe, but it's very slow. Like this. So it's hard to block, to evade projectiles, and usually I try to just back off and fire arrows at enemies before engaging in any sort of other combat. Because of course it's much easier if you just pick them up from a distance instead of fighting them head on. Let's see now, my cleric is almost unconscious, or dead if I'm unlucky. Let's drink a potion for you as well, and let's have you heal yourself again. You can automate spells, by the way, to be used in combat, which I have done as well. You choose the spell you want, and then you click here, set as quick spell. However, with these target spells, like first aid, I don't really see the point, because then it just forces you to use the mouse button while you're in combat, and I usually just use the keyboard for that, because I find it much easier. And holy right! Run away, run away. That's a lot of enemies, so sure, they're not that tough one by one, but now with two characters unconscious and the others pretty damn wounded and one poisoned, this is looking grim. Run away, Spider Queen, here we go. And I don't want to get close to that one, let's run away a bit. Have her follow us instead of us following her. Oh, God. Don't get close to me. Ow. 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 Ooh. Here we go, and I found an item. Spider Queen heart, I guess. Oh god, and this will conclude this dungeon. Well, I should check for loot down there after all. I'm back. And welcome to Castle Iron Fist. Let's head up to the castle and try to avoid all the monsters that are surrounding it. And just look down there. Oh crap. Loads of monsters. So yeah, this game can be found on GOG.com in, as I mentioned earlier, the Might and Magic 6-pack limited edition. And that is currently, at this point in time, $9.99, or your regional equivalent. Is it worth it picking up today? If you're not experienced with these games and so on? Well, I think it is. It's a very huge game, and it can take... Ooh, nice. Can be quite a time sink for you. If you enjoy traditional style RPGs, also this game will be right up your lane. I mean, the graphics are dated, the sound assets aren't that interesting, but they get the job done. And oh, just look at this stuff. Angelic Helm of the Unicorn, wow. Oh god, I can actually afford that, but then I can't afford anything else at all. And there's lots to discover, lots to do, lots to explore. Spells to cast, people to see, people to kill, monsters to kill, monsters to see. Whatever you feel like. Oh god. So I'll keep on playing this with the GOAT team, and hopefully you've enjoyed this video. I'll be back next week with some more footage. Until then, see you around. What the fuck is going on with his facial expression? Messy.